Hey, how you guys been doing? I've missed you and I have so much to tell you. Okay, so I'm not going to apologize for not being here because I've had some very serious, life changing situations happen in my life recently, like in the last 2 months. So, first order, in this order, I changed positions within my company. Usually, when that happens for me, I have to change states. So, therefore, I have to move. Then, I have to find a new place to live, all while working for the same company. So now, I, okay, let me go back. I had to move 2 months ago. I moved to Richmond, Virginia. I thought this was going to be a really good move. I actually changed sectors within the company because I like to do things to keep myself marketable and to keep my life interesting because I figure in the way that I am, I can do anything. Just teach me, train me, and allow me to do my job. So, I switched sectors, meaning I switched accounts. And I started working in this account, and I thought it was going to be great. I actually went down to the account for an interview, and the interview was to work at a university. It's called VCU University in Richmond, Virginia. I was going to be working at one of the sites downtown. Well, I did. I was actually. I actually did that job for 2 months. I got down there, and as time progressed, like just within the first couple weeks, I knew I was not going to be happy. I wasn't happy. I hate to use the word hate, and I just did it twice. I do not like using that word because that's a very strong word. And when you say things like that and you put it out in the universe, it seemed like that's the very thing that will be brought to you in your life, because what life has a way of doing is giving you things that you're opposed to strengthen you, to get you to head your dislikes or your fears face on, so that way you can get over that part of your life. It's like you have to divide and conquer things that you're opposed to, because you never know what lesson in life it needs to teach you to deal with the next situation that is going to come about in your life. Well, anyway, so I did. I kept speaking negative things, putting negative vibes out there in my life regarding the situation that I had put myself in. And I'm going to say I put myself in it. Situation presented itself. I made a choice. I had a choice to take two separate positions. I chose the one in Richmond, Virginia. I absolutely did not feel as though it was the right choice, but by the time I realized it wasn't the right choice, I was already in it. I had already moved. I had already uprooted every facet of my life. I moved from Alabama to Virginia, and I was already there. What didn't I like about it? I didn't like the housing that I still actually have that apartment. And that's one thing. I don't like apartments. So I chose to say, okay, I'm gonna kind of downsize. I'm gonna get an apartment. I'm miserable in an apartment. I'm not an apartment person. I'm more of a house person. And yeah, I have realized that about myself. Well, while realizing that I didn't really like that position, I mean, every day it was just so stressful, you guys. Everything was like, it was hard. I like made my life harder. Like when you work in a downtown area, you have to find parking, You have to pay for parking. You have to actually walk to wherever your office is going to be. And it was like, I felt like I was walking a half a mile every day to get to my office. I might be like exaggerating, but not to the point where I was really walking in rain and sleet, bad weather, darkness. I would get off of work sometime after 7, and then it's dark. It gets dark about 7. It was just crazy for me, what I'm used to. Now, I know there are people that do it every day, but that's them, and this is me, and that's not what I wanted for my life. But the way that the heavens and the earth move for me in my life, I got an opportunity extended to me to actually look at another opportunity. I looked at this other opportunity in another state. That state being South Carolina. Now, I don't understand how all these different opportunities come in all these different states for me, but all I know is that God shines his light on me. He allows me to let him do the work that he needs to do in my life, and I just walk into the blessings, and I live the life that I believe that God has planned for me. So, moving on to the next phase. I'm actually in transition. I have not yet moved to South Carolina, but I have gone for an interview, and I've actually started a preliminary trial of working in this job. Totally different than Richmond, Virginia. I am not working in a downtown area. I actually should be going downtown today just to take a look around. Anyway, side note, I am more in a suburbanite atmosphere, which is totally me. The people here are happier. The culture is totally different. The job is not, well, I can't really say because I haven't gotten really engaged in all the job duties that I'm going to be responsible for, but I know it's not going to be anything as dreadful as what I was doing before. So that's an update for you guys. Total life changes. Moving is a lot of work. It's a lot of stress because when you move, you have to think about where you're going to live, what's the area, shutting old bills down, old utilities, and getting new utilities. Gotta have cable, gotta have Wi-Fi, gotta have Wi-Fi. Learning the area, learning your surroundings, learning what there is to do and not to do, what to do and what not to do, where to go and where you should not go. Lots of different things, you guys. It's been a big event, and I'm still going through it. But that's not to say that I'm not actually having fun. I'm going to tell you though, when I was in Richmond, Virginia, there were nights I was so miserable that I just can't explain. I can't explain. I was not happy. And you know what? One thing that I honestly know, not just with me, with anything, your happiness is the most important thing in the world. It can make your life either heaven or hell. It can make you feel like you are accomplishing or not accomplishing things. So I really want people to understand, and things are much, much more easier said than done when you are trying to give people advice. So please take what I say with sincerity from my heart, because I don't know everyone's personal situations. But what I will say is this: please know that your happiness is your responsibility. You make things happen. If you're in a job and you're not happy and you feel stuck and you know you got to continue to work because you have to pay bills, and you don't have a, like, time in between jobs to look for something different. Just do small baby steps and find a way to educate yourself, get whatever credentials you need. Time to look for another job, but do what you have to do to change your situation, because your happiness is the most important thing. And we have to work. There's no getting around it. I wish that my parents, or whom the people that raised me, put more of an emphasis on educating me on, or preparing me more of knowing that I have to work for a living. So they should have really stressed, and if you have children, stress this to your children. Like, always talk about it and always help them to find out what it is they're going to want to do and to enjoy their job. Start off at letting them know, find your passion. Find your passion and make that work for you in your life so that you can not dread every day of your life when you have to go to work. There's nothing worse than waking up, and I know I've done it. I'm not doing it now. Currently, I am happy. I pray that I continue to be happy. I feel that I can be happy here, though. What can we do to help make sure that we stay happy? Make sure that we enjoy our job, because you have to get up every single day for the rest of your life and go to a place where you work to make a living, to pay your bills, to eat, to sleep, to clothe yourself and your family. So it's so important to make sure that you find your passion, or find something that you can at least tolerate for the rest of your life. I'm glad I came and had this conversation with you guys. I'll be back with more conversations, videos, and I am going to start doing more updates on my life, because this helps me. This is like, you're my therapist. You guys help me. I missed you. Let me know if you missed me, and I will see you guys soon. Know that I love you. Know that I care. I truly care about you guys. This is ASMR Fascination. Hey, don't forget to click the link below and look at and visit my website. I'm just getting it started. Please let me know what kind of content you'd like to see on that. Still haven't started that Patreon site yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I can actually get back to doing my passion, and that is ASMR videos. Bye, you guys.